Animism Today. You are entering a photographic journey where the indigenous world meets the digital world. Step beyond fantasy into the real world of nature spirits. Tree spirits making faces. These are 3 examples of leafy tree spirits. We'll see these and more as the video series unfolds. In my observation, there are 3 types of tree spirits: the leafy kind, the wooden kind, and shadow spirits. 3 kinds of tree spirits. Here's a quick overview: the leafy kind, the wooden kind, and the shadow kind. The leafy kind. In this example, the spirit beings have manipulated the leaves of a wild black cherry tree to create facial images. The wooden kind. With the wooden kind, we have faces created by spirit beings in the wood or the bark of a tree. Notice half of a skull, we have an eye, we have the nose, we have the mouth, and we have the chin. With the shadow kind of tree spirits, there has to be a light source like the sun or a street light that casts shadows of the leaves onto the trunk of the tree, thereby creating images. Sometimes the shadow spirits will appear on the ground or on a wall. And we have the mouth, we have the nose, we have eyes, and maybe here we have an ear. Tree spirits, part 1, the leafy kind. This presentation focuses on tree spirits of the leafy kind. All images were taken by myself, either with a camcorder or a cell phone. My first tree spirit discovery seen in the leaves of a wild black cherry tree. On August 1st, 2013, it was about 5:30 p.m. There was a steady rain which actually made the face more visible. This is how the wild black cherry tree looks when bearing fruit. I find it interesting that the colors are red, black, and green, the colors of the Pan-African flag, relating to African heritage and liberation. Let's take a look at this original tree spirit. If you hadn't noticed already, I want to point out how the nature spirits often combine 2 faces in a single expression. Here we have the eyes, the nose, we have the mouth, we have the chin, and we have some bearded stuff hanging down here on the sides. And here we have the forehead. But I want you to look at the larger, the rounder face. And in the rounder face, here we have an eye. But notice that what was the forehead of the smaller face is actually the nose of the larger face. And the eyes are the nostrils of the larger face. This is something tree spirits, nature spirits often do, combine more than one image into a single expression. To quiet any skepticism that these images are photoshopped or fake, I'm going to show the actual video these images were taken from. Hasina! Hasina, come here. Look at this nature spirit caught right in the middle of the film. You see that face?
The face?
Yeah, right in the middle of this here.
Yeah.
You see the eyes, the nose, the mouth. Now, I don't know, that's what it, you know.
That's scary.
Look at that, at least got eyelashes. Do you see it now?
It looks like something
It's almost like a lion.
like the trees from, what is it, that trilogy, and they be walking around.
Well, I don't see it with my bare eyes,
Me either.
but in the picture, it's so plain.
The camera, that's
In the
spooky.
camera.
This is spooky. We have a man in the tree. See, that's the tree face. For the tree is a lion. We have a lion in the tree.
Very interesting indeed.
That's the tree spirit of a lion.
Right in front of our foot. Well, I'm going to cut it off now. My arm's getting tired. Goodbye, Tree Spirit. Thanks for visiting.
Thanks for protecting us.
According to police.
At first, I thought the facial image represented the green man of European folklore. A few days later, I came across the Orisha Osayin. In my spirit, I knew the ancestors and the nature beings were sending messages my way. Osayin is the Yoruba Orisha of healing, herbal medicine, plant life, and magic. I would add that Osayin is the Orisha of nature spirits of the plant kingdom. In our next video presentation of the leafy kind, video 2, we'll take a look at the tree spirit I call the lamb and some other tree spirits images as well. Take a look at this. Here we have the head of the lamb, and maybe we have some ears up here. And here we have the snout of the lamb, and here we have the eye, and there's an eyeball. So this is what we're going to pick up when we go to video 2. Thank you for visiting Animism Today, where the indigenous world meets the digital world. I'm hopeful that this and the following series of videos leads credence to nature spirits, the Orishas, and indigenous spirituality.